Hello people, today we're going to do a little intro to the wonderful shape called a trapezoid. By definition, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. So remember, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides, and this only has one pair of parallel sides. See, denoted here with these little happy marks. So let's identify some of the parts of a trapezoid. So first, the bases. The bases of a trapezoid are the 2 sides that are parallel. So for this specific trapezoid, the bases would be the side AB and DC or CD. I'm going to keep it alphabetical here. All right, so those are my bases. The bases of a trapezoid are the 2 sides that are parallel. All right, the other 2 sides, the 2 sides that are not parallel, are called the legs of the trapezoid. So for this trapezoid, the legs would be AD, this side right here, and BC. All right, and the base angles are just the angles located at the ends of the bases. So my base angles would be angle A, right here, angle B. Those are the base angles for segment AB. And then angle C and angle D. And those are the base angles for the base CD. All right, I just want to point out that a trapezoid is not a parallelogram. Why is a trapezoid not a parallelogram? What's the definition of a parallelogram, you guys? It's a quadrilateral with how many pairs of parallel sides? 2, right? But a trapezoid only has 1 pair, so therefore it's not a parallelogram. So if we go back and look at our quadrilateral family tree, we could go back up here and do a little branch just for trapezoids. Because it's not a parallelogram, it is a quadrilateral. So it gets its own little branch over here, okay? We may even add more. All right, let's do an example using what we just talked about. So let's look at this trapezoid, LMNP, and let's identify the bases. So for this trapezoid, the bases are the 2 parallel sides, so that'll be LM and NP or PN. All right, the legs are the 2 sides that are not parallel, so that would be LP. And the other leg is MN. And then the base angles, so the base angles for this base would be angle L and angle M. And then for this one, we have angle N and angle P. And that's it. All right, let's look at one more definition. And that is the median of a trapezoid. And what that is, the median of a trapezoid is a segment and it joins the 2 midpoints of the legs. So remember, the legs are the 2 sides that are not parallel. And a midpoint is a point on a segment that divides it perfectly into 2 congruent segments. So this is the middle, so these 2 little pieces have to be the same, or segments rather. And then this is the midpoint, so these 2 segments have to be the same. And since it's on a trapezoid and it's cutting the 2 legs in half, then this is a median. Okay? 2 things you need to know about a median. The first one is that the median is parallel to the bases. So this is parallel to these 2 bases, which are also parallel. So you got 3 parallel lines going on. The other thing you need to know is if I want to know the length of the median, all I have to do is add this base plus this base and then divide by 2. So basically all you're doing is averaging the length of the bases, and that'll give you the length of the median. It's very easy. Let's do some examples of that. All right, so let's look at the first one. It says we have trapezoid ABCD. They told us it was a trapezoid. And they let us know the MN is a median. And then they give us some length. So I'm going to label the trapezoid. It says AB is 12. So here's AB. This is 12. DC is 18. And then it wants me to find the length of MN. So these are my two bases, and this is a median. So to find the length, all I have to do is average those two numbers. So I add them, and then I want to divide by 2. So 12 plus 18 is 30, and 30 divided by 2 is 15. Easy, right? Let's look at another one. So we have this figure. I can see that these two sides are parallel. I can see that it has 4 sides, so it's a 4-sided polygon with one pair of parallel sides, so I know it's a trapezoid. And then I know this is a median because this segment is congruent to this segment, and this segment is congruent to this segment, so that means that these must be midpoints. Alright, so it wants me to find the length of PM. So all I'm going to do is add these two bases and divide by 2. So I will say 35 plus 20, and whatever I get, I'll divide by 2. So 35 plus 20 is 55. And 55 divided by 2 would be 27.5. And let's just check. 55 divided by 2, booyah, 27.5. Simple. All right, one more, okay? It says we have trapezoid EFGH, and it lets us know that KL is a median. I'm going to label up these figures it gave me. So EF is 31. I mean, it's 31 units. Could be centimeters, could be feet. HG is 44. And it wants me to find the length of the median. So how do we do that? 2 simple steps. Add the bases. And divide by 2. So 31 plus 44 would be 75 divided by 2. All right, and then let's do 75 divided by 2. And that's 37.5. We knew that. All right, so a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. It has 2 bases, 2 legs. A median is a segment that's parallel to the 2 bases, and the endpoints are the midpoints of the segments that are the legs. And then these are the base angles. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.